Good evening, everyone. It is Mr. Bud, top of the hour. How are all of my wonderful power people doing out there tonight? Before we get started, let me see a shout out in the questions. Tell me how you guys are doing. Leave me a note. Show me some love. Let me know everything is sounding clear. Ernesto, Rafa, Mark, Marsha, Jack, Les, Scott McKay, Jerry, Sherry, Carol, Rich, Larry, Peter, Daniel, Michael, Linda, Mr. James Moore, Melissa, Whitney, Chuck. Oh, you guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. So let's dive right in this evening. So obviously the last week has seen just a tremendous amount of phenomenal announcements and activities and everything under the sun as we have made huge advancements in our quest to panel the planet and build the most epic for benefit businesses for ourselves that we possibly can. So the purpose of tonight is to quickly recap with Ben on what's the call to action. What is it all of us should be focusing on? How are we going to take massive steps forward in our business over the coming weeks? What are we building for next? So with the focus on that, we're going to recap the events. So make sure you share this with your team. For all the leaders on the line tonight, our executive advisors, our senior advisors, national advisors, make sure your team is clear on what these announcements mean and you have a plan of action in place for how to drive your growth and accelerate your growth in terms of appointments, installs, and new advisors happening around the country. So without further ado, let's dive in. And I'm just going to blaze through a lot of this, guys. I'm not going to go through all of our event slides and everything else. I'm just going to focus on the big stuff, okay? So let me get to the Hawaii announcement here. But this was a pretty cool event. Mainstream adoption. All right. So, the big thing about Hawaii, as everybody knows, is that, this is really the precursor to the future of energy around the world. And, we started by talking about, decentralized versus centralized. Power controlled by a local source, meaning we control our power, that's decentralized. Centralized is all our power is controlled by a central source, meaning utilities or big, transnational oil companies or whatever it is. So the missing piece in this entire equation is energy storage. How do we store the energy that we can produce from our own solar system so that we can essentially be grid independent and, in effect, become our own utility? I mean, that's what the magical combination of solar plus storage equals, is that you get to become your own utility. So the missing piece is the battery. So Power has entered partnership with the Hawaii Solar Project. So we are now live across Maui, Oahu, and Kauai. Yes, we're live today. So we can now submit homeowners on all of these islands, and the big island is coming soon, which is phenomenal. Because before we were only on Oahu, now we're across all the different islands. And not only that, but we have a product unlike anything else in the world today. We have launched with LG's new 10 kilowatt hour battery. So essentially, the pricing I got on this is that it's about $500 per kilowatt hour. So, this full 10 kilowatt hour storage system is only $5,000. And when you add that to, a homeowner's loan, they can now get solar and get a battery for only $5,000. It makes it cost effective, to have a full production plus storage solution. It's not increasing your monthly payments to the point where you're paying more than your utility. And, that's the secret, guys. That's where the rest of the market is going is, when we can eventually have a battery system and our own solar system for less than what our utility bill is every month, that's going to unlock solar all over the world, regardless of policy, which is a tremendous, obvious potential for our future, and something that Powur is bringing to market with Hawaii Solar Project today. So this is a fully off-grid solution for energy production and storage. There is no net metering required, guys. We are bypassing net metering altogether, which is absolutely amazing. The financing product on this is 16 months, no payment, no interest. So our homeowners in Hawaii for 16 months will not make a single payment or have any interest accrue on month 17. When their bill finally kicks in, they are going to enjoy healthy savings every single month for their own storage and solar energy savings and cost savings solution. They're saving money. They're cash flow positive day number one. They're, in fact, probably putting thousands of dollars in their pocket in the first 16 months. And here's what's amazing about this partnership. We're also offering to a lot of our clients in the islands now solar water heaters, efficient HVAC systems, and we've negotiated commission on all of these sales of these other items. So Hawaii Solar Project is going into the home and they're doing a full energy audit. They're looking at all of the different things that they can bake into this loan that's going to help this homeowner save energy, ultimately save money, and tie into the system that we're installing. And we're now getting a piece of all of those other products as well. So again, this is a trend that we are fully expecting to see continue across the country, where installers are beginning to bake additional efficiency products and appliance products, into the financing programs that we're offering our customers, which is going to increase how much money everyone is earning off these customers. So it's fantastic. It's amazing. We should all be excited out of our mind that this is here today, and we're getting a preview for the future. So here's what's important, guys. For everybody who knows people in Hawaii, and it's time to start teasing. I've been teasing people on Facebook. It might be time to start networking and LinkedIn groups in Hawaii, Facebook groups in Hawaii. We have a fairly strong Powur Advisor sales force in Hawaii already. Any prospects or contacts that or can network into Hawaii. I mean, it's time to start literally putting together that list of anyone that for this launch event, if you want a team and if you want a group taking off in Hawaii. So we're having our launch event on May 3rd. We're going to do a pre-launch call on Saturday, okay, Saturday 4/29. So this is 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I believe it's 10 a.m. Hawaii time. We're going to do a launch call just to discuss, some of the strategies, some of the rollout plans, some of the, a little bit more about the partnership with the product, whatever. Thinking of inviting, one of the members from Hawaii Solar Project onto this call to just really share more about this product and building for our launch event on May 3rd. So save this date. Share this with any of your team members or any of your contacts or anybody that you think should be on this pre-launch call. But this is really more of a strategy session. And then May 3rd is really the event that we want all of our prospects on who are connected to basically the islands of Hawaii and making money in Hawaii. So get ready for an epic, epic, epic launch to the Hawaii markets, and let's go light this puppy on fire. So that's what I got to say about that. You should start teasing, making that list, all the stuff I just talked with you about. So let's keep going. I'm actually going to skip to where I want to go to in this next section. So Charles did a phenomenal training, which we're actually going to be following up with shortly to everyone, which was an amazing solar training. We went super in depth into what it means to be a solar professional and just taking all of our game to the next level when it comes to solar energy. And keep your eyes and ears peeled, because we're going to be putting together more trainings like that shortly to basically start sharing and just uplifting all of our game. But there was a really significant thing that we rolled out at an event, and it's time to start training on this. We got to start talking about this. Every decision that we make at Powur, guys, is for the benefit of your business. It's for the benefit of this entire movement. And so one of the things we've learned is that the highest quality leads equal the most money. That's just, that's just the truth. High quality leads all go to appointment faster. There's a much larger percentage of high quality leads that make it to appointment, and the appointments close when a lead is higher quality. The appointments close better. So for all of these reasons, we are implementing a new process where every single Powur lead is going to come with utility bill. Unequivocally, we have discovered at this point that by asking for a utility bill from our homeowners and including a utility bill in the lead when we send it over, it is improving our metrics like you guys would not believe. So in our minds, it really doesn't make any sense not to do this, because everyone's going to make more money across the board. So essentially, leads with utility bills go to appointment faster, they convert higher. On average, they convert to contract higher, and it shows commitment on behalf of the homeowner. And that's one of the most important pieces to this whole thing, guys, is actually having the homeowner take that first step, which means that they understand the value proposition. It means that you really educated them. You explained the value proposition of solar well enough that somebody says, yeah, of course, I'm going to take this step of commitment. I'm going to get you my utility bill because I want to see how much money you can save. So, before I move on, I just want to talk and show you guys the new process. I just want to talk about this a little bit more because it's so critical that homeowners really understand how they're being charged for electricity. And when they look at their utility bill, that's when solar starts to really click for them. So it's really critical that you understand how people are being charged for electricity. So you should get out your utility bill right now, guys. You should look at your utility bill and follow along so that you can see, okay, here was my annual usage for the entire year last year. And almost every utility bill will show you annual usage. And you can see, okay, here's how much I was charged for every kilowatt hour that I consumed from the grid. And once that starts going, once you're looking at it saying, okay, I use about 1,000 kilowatt hours a month and I'm charged about 22 cents per kilowatt hour or 13 cents or 15 cents or whatever it is, guys, this is now really easy for people to understand why solar saves them so much money. Because if you're sitting there looking at your utility bill and you're seeing, I am using 1,000 kilowatt hours a month, and I'm being charged, 22 cents per kilowatt hour on every one that I buy, and I'm being charged demand charges, service charges, all these other things. And then you look at your solar proposal, and you're saying, okay, my solar system is going to produce that exact same 1,000 kilowatt hours a month, but it's not going to cost me 22 cents. My all-in cost is going to be like 9 cents? Are you kidding me? You don't have to be a rocket scientist, guys, to figure out when you're looking at, okay, this proposal is telling me it's going to produce, 1,000 kilowatt hours a month, but all in it's going to be way cheaper than this one. It's not hard to figure out why people are signing up to go solar when they are really looking apples to apples at their utility bill and at the solar proposal. So all you have to do to get a utility bill, guys, and I'm not kidding you, this is all you have to do. Ask for it. That's this after you've gone through everything we've trained you how to do. You've had a conversation, a savings conversation with a homeowner. You've talked to them about how solar can lower their bills, that it costs nothing up front, that it's clean energy, it's going to increase their home value, and they can see everything in a free zero-down solar proposal. All you have to do is ask for your utility bill. Can you send your most recent copy of your electric bill to my email give them your email, because I need that utility bill in order to design you an accurate proposal. I need to see how much electricity you're consuming to design you a proposal to show you how much money we can save you. That is all you have to say. Can you send it to me? And I'm telling you right now, they'll send it to you. I've never had anyone not send me their utility bill when they understood the value and I explained it to them. And it's going to drive your conversion rates through the roof. So you guys ready to see the new Powur submission process? Boom! Because ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to take the quality of our leads to the next level, improve our conversions to the next level, and change the game of solar like we've already changed the game of solar and we continue to do. So here's the new Powur submission process. When you go and you click the plus button to create a lead, it's going to say check service availability. You are going to enter the zip code, and boom, you're going to get an awesome message if that homeowner's in an area, and that message is going to say, congratulations, your homeowner is in a prime area for solar savings based on sun exposure, incentives, and current cost of electricity. Because we're not doing business in any market where solar doesn't make sense. So they get that, and then it immediately takes them to, oops, utility bill is missing, right? Or basically it's a reminder. It actually won't say oops because it's the first prompt. But essentially we're going to prompt you to attach a utility bill right away. So we're going to put it in the forefront of everyone's mind, to make this process, really clear and really simple to everybody who's going to submit leads. We're going to put the utility bill process right at the forefront. And it says, reminder, you must provide the customer's utility bill to submit to a provider. The easiest way to get a copy of their utility bill is simply to ask for it. Customers can download a copy of their bill or send you a picture or their full statement. You can upload a PDF, a JPG, or a PNG file. Here is an example script to help you get your customer's utility bill. And then here's the script. Can you send me the most recent copy of your utility bill? In order for us to design an accurate proposal and show you exactly how much money we can save you from your current energy cost, we need your utility bill, preferably with 12 months of usage history. Can you send it to my email address at, it'll have your email address, and then it'll say thank you. You'll say thank you. So that's the entire process. So we prompt you, you're going to be able to say, okay, I got it. Then we're going to take you to the lead creation page where you can enter in, the lead, all the same information the way we do now. And you'll notice here, guys, if you're entering in a lead on your iPhone or on your iPad and you're with a customer live, let's say you went over to talk to a homeowner in their home or whatever, you met with a friend and they brought their bill or whatever the heck it is. If you're with a customer live and you're on any type of iOS device, you can actually click the choose file and it will auto-upload it'll auto-open and allow you to take a picture, a photo. So you can literally snap a photo of the utility bill live and you can upload that photo. So a copy of it will come through. I'm just going to remind you to make sure that it's legible, okay? We need to make sure that the utility bill is readable by our providers. So if you take a photo, make sure it's full and it's readable when you submit it over. But again, if you're with a person live, you can literally snap a photo right from your phone or right from an iPad, and it will automatically upload, which is super cool. Now, if you go to create the lead without having attached a utility bill, it's going to remind you, it's going to remind all of our advisors one more time. And then again, if you try to submit the lead to a provider without having a utility bill, it's going to remind you one more time. So this is the new Powur submission process that is going live on May 1st. So again, all of us can implement this today and start practicing today and incorporate it into all of our practices today. We're also making a change to the Go Solar page. So we're actually going to be asking all of our leads who come in online to submit the utility bill. Hold on one second. I'm actually just wondering if that date is going to be the same date, May 1st, which is really cool because essentially, even if you have automatic leads coming in from your Go Solar page, we're going to be prompting them to upload their utility bill after they've already created a lead so that every single lead, even the automatic ones, have a chance to have the utility bill. So the new process, guys, is May 1st. Mark your calendar. This is important. Make sure every single person who's submitting leads on your team understands this. Make sure you understand it. Make sure your team understands it. Guys, we're submitting dozens and dozens and dozens of homeowners, to dozens of providers across the country every day. So you should be looking in your solar grid and you should be seeing, okay, who's submitting leads, Did they go through the training? Do they, are they getting the utility bill? Are they ready for this process when it goes live May 1st? So this is our responsibility as leaders, as stewards of this, of your business and of the whole mission, to make sure everybody is fully trained for the new process going live May 1st, which we're really excited about. And obviously our goal here is to immediately boost how many appointments are being set and how many contracts are being signed pretty much month number one when we implement this. And we'll be tracking the numbers and monitoring the numbers very carefully to measure this and really prove and validate and show that this is making everyone, way more money. And that's obviously the goal, and to get more solar panels on more rooftops. Now, immediately following the new utility bill process, we announced our new commercial solar program. So we are currently in the midst of a mass sort of onboarding process of commercial solar across many of our markets, and are negotiating all the different contracts and everything that has to do with launching commercial solar. But we are now essentially taking commercial solar leads in many markets across the country, and I'm just going to discuss this for a little bit. So, of course, the biggest consumers of energy a lot of times are commercial buildings, warehouses, supermarkets, any place that uses motors and has tons of machinery, car dealerships and body shops, and industrial food and beverage, medical or health facilities, industrial laundries, water bottling, places that look like great prospects but are typically not, are apartment or condo complexes. It's just really tough to get those things done. Apparently strip malls or shopping centers are the same. But parking lots can be a real big winner because you can actually now build the parking lot. You can build whatchamacallit. There's the name is spacing on me, but essentially you can set up these, you know what I'm talking about, the fixtures where cars are parked under, and all of the top of it is solar panels, and a lot of companies are doing that now. So you can essentially turn parking lots into massive solar farms. But what I want to say about commercial, guys, is that the way that you need to understand commercial is that look, if you're coming across business owners and commercial property owners, absolutely submit them as a lead. It makes no sense not to, right? But it takes a lot longer for commercial deals to close. It's not like a residential sale. With a residential sale, typically you can get a homeowner financed in like 60 seconds. I mean, you run their credit and it tells you whether they're financed or not. And there's like tons of platforms out there to do that. Every single commercial business is different. Financiers have to look at their financials. They have to do independent and auditing and all these different things. The whole entire process just takes a lot longer. So a lot of people think, oh my goodness, I'm going to get this huge 500 kW or 100 kW system, and I'm going to have this big check. And yes, of course, you can have a big check if you sign a big commercial deal, but it could take 6 months, 12 months, and there's a lot of ways that commercial deal could not go through, right? They may not be able to get financed, it may be this, it may be that. So, I don't want people dropping what you're doing and running off to go start chasing these commercial deals, because the reality is it's not going to make you any more money sooner, and the system that we have in place, guys, is what you should focus on. If you want to become successful in Powur, follow our revenue plan. The way that you're successful in Powur is you get to executive advisor, all right? You want to make money in this business. You want a passive income. You want to have the most impact possible. Get to executive advisor and get there in momentum. How do you do that? By hitting your personal goals. Get your 15 appointments. Get your 2 installs in the book. Help your team get to 250 appointments. Get your 250 installs for your team, whatever. Follow the pay plan. Focus on the pay plan. That's how you make income and make impact in this company. We've designed the pathway. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. And along the way, if people have commercial contacts, absolutely. Put them in the system. Let's get panels on every darn rooftop that we can. So I hope you got the difference there, because that's how you need to think about commercial while you stay focused on the plan and focused on building your business and focused on building your pipeline of customers and getting to executive advisor in momentum. So give me a thumbs up. I want to check. Is everybody clear on that? Let me see your thumbs up. Say, I got it, Jonathan. I understand the difference between residential and commercial, and I will not get lost whale hunting. Give me the thumbs up, please, and we'll move on. Okay, great, 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 great. Good to see these coming in. So how does commercial pay work? Essentially, every commercial deal is different. There is no standardization the way there is in residential. So whatever the total commissionable volume is, 40% of the commissionable volume goes to the refer, or no, 40% of the total volume, not even commissionable. 40% of the total volume goes to the refer, and then you also can earn 5% per generation, 6 generations deep in the team that you're building. So for 6 generations, you'll get paid 5% of the total volume of that sale, 6 generations deep. So that's going to show up as a line item audit on your pay run. So if you sign a commercial deal, everyone's going to see on your paycheck every month, because commercial is going to flow through the monthly plan. You're just going to see on your paycheck, boom, here's your commission on this deal that just closed, and you'll see it as a line item audit on your pay run. So that is commercial. We are live in 10 states. Here are the 10 states we are live. We're live across Florida with Go Solar. Whoop, whoop. We're live across Texas with SunPro, Alba, and IES. We are live in New York and Massachusetts with Green Street Solar Power. We are live in Washington and Oregon with A&R Solar. We are live in California with Baker, Simply Solar, Good Energy Solar, and Alternative Energy Inc. and Increase Clean Energy. And we are live in Arizona with Alternative Energy Inc. So we will be announcing new markets as they come on, but the commercial solar program is now underway. Can I get a hallelujah? So hold on, ladies and gents. Let me get to the next section here. So obviously, one of the big things that came out of convention, and I'm just going to talk about this briefly, and I'll put it all in sort of, a roadmap for you guys. I mean, our focus is our focus every day. It's moving our way up the compensation plan. So you have to remember that that is always your focus. And as a business, we're expanding into new markets. And, anytime we expand into new markets, obviously we're all building in our own markets now. We're employing the strategies we're using to build our business every day in our markets and in the markets we have activity. And when we open new markets, there's opportunity to ask, hey, who do you know in this market? And, find entry points into that market and have a team that's overriding the entire market, right? That's the exciting part of opening a market. So, we're opening Hawaii, next week. That's the big focus is, hey, we're opening Hawaii next week. After that, we're opening Puerto Rico. We've got a lot of activity beginning to already bubble up and happen in Puerto Rico. I know a lot of people probably on the line tonight are excited about Puerto Rico. We've had almost a dozen people sign up just since the last week or two in preparation for that market, all in Puerto Rico. And then, of course, after that, we're opening Canada. And really, guys, the investments we're making into our platform right now, part of the crowdfund raise we're doing is making the investments into the internationalization of our platform. So, really what that internationalization looks like is language, really the platform becoming a multilingual platform, which is a fairly substantial investment, and currency. Because, our product is a lot different than most products. It's not a, without getting too technical, if we were like just a product company, we can set the price in USD, and that wouldn't be a problem. Everybody can pay in their own local currency. But the price of a product is, $100 a month or $150 a month, and it's all set in USD, and then anybody can pay in whatever currency they want because they're paying that price of USD, and our system is just, adjusting to what that equals in their currency. And that's how most direct sales plans work all over the world. However, it's very different with our product because we cannot set the solar pricing in USD when it's the economics of Canada or Australia. That provider is dealing in the local currency, and they've priced their business in the local currency, and nobody can commit to paying in another currency because of currency swings. And we can't be on the line for it, they can't be on the line for it, depending on if that currency were to swing any which way. So essentially what we're doing is we're investing into a multi-currency platform where we're able to take in, any currency around the world for our appointments and our installs, and we're going to pay out in the comp plan in that same exact currency. So that is a very unique thing to the solar industry that we're discovering, and that's the investment that we're making right now. And the really cool part of it is once we build this, it's literally applicable to any currency in the world. So it'll be just another way that Powur is positioned for international expansion of solar energy in a way that absolutely no other company on the face of the planet is. So I hope you guys are excited about that. We're excited about it. And the game is on. Puerto Rico, May 17th. And we're coming into Canada, June 15th. So please forgive me for my horrible impersonations of Puerto Rico and Canada. All right. I love you guys. I love you guys. Quick break. Dust off. Take a big breath. I know I've been plowing through all of these announcements, so if you need to shake up, move it around, I don't know where you are right now. Maybe you're in the kitchen, you're cooking dinner for your kids, maybe you're in the library, maybe this is your library, you're like Sherlock Holmes or something, you got a pipe and a bunch of books around you. I don't know what you guys are doing. I don't know where you watch all these things, but take a break, dust it off, take a big breath. All right, we're 30 minutes in, and we will hop back to it. So, obviously, one of the most exciting things that has emerged in the last week is the fact that Powur is literally breaking the world record for the fastest crowdfunding campaign in history. Holy crap, guys. I mean, just give yourself a round of applause for a second. I mean, obviously the crowdfunding market for equities and securities is very new. So, it's only been in the last 9 months that it's been fully legalized that crowdfunding, where we're actually able to offer shares in our company, stock in our company to the general public, unaccredited investors, that's a really new phenomenon. So it's only 9 months old. But this is still a multi-billion-dollar growing, market to where, I mean, if you look at some of the trends, guys, I mean, billions of dollars of capital are going to be raised through crowdfunding over the coming years. And, right now we are setting the global world record for fastest equity crowdfunding campaign in history. So I don't know about you guys, but that's like... We are the guys running the 4-minute mile right now. All of you are the ones running the 4-minute mile, and we're gonna set that 4-minute mile, and hopefully nobody comes along and upends us for quite some time. But really, this was the missing piece of the crowdsourcing of our platform. And when you look at a true decentralized model, where Powur is controlled and produced from our own rooftops, right? We're not depending on these centralized utilities anymore. We control our power. Where the wealth of the energy industry is shifting, right? The trillions of dollars we spend on energy is now being funneled back to the people, which is our business model, right? We're shifting the power, literally, the wealth, literally. The third piece of the decentralizing this
is actually the crowd having a chance to own a piece of Powur, to where Powur is literally decentralized. Like, you get to be the owners of the company too. Like, we're all owners of the company. It just made so much freaking sense to us. I've been following this trend for so long. I knew this was something we had to do, and it was a massive education. I'm not going to lie, for our board of directors, for all of our stakeholders. I mean, we're on the bleeding edge, but I championed it. I knew that this was the direction we needed to take this, and boom, we are now breaking global records. And the most exciting thing is that you all have a chance to own a piece of our company, and while you're helping rocket ship this crowdfunding campaign and rocket ship our business, it's also accelerating the very business that you own, that you're a part of, which is the coolest freaking thing in the world, because we're investing heavily into international expansion. We're actually looking at tons of new products right now. And I don't want to talk too much about this, guys, but you have to begin to look at the value of the business you're building as a distribution channel. And we've shared our vision, we've shared a lot of things before, but the arrow, the spearhead of our entire movement is shifting this planet to clean energy. That is the arrow, that is the spearhead of our entire movement. But behind shifting this planet to clean energy are countless products that relate to the sustainability of our world and our planet. Think of Powur almost as like the Amazon, like the e-commerce platform for all of these products that we're going to need to have to shift our world to sustainable energy and sustainability. It's efficiency, it's organic, non-toxic, it's appliances, it's storage, it's so much. And we're starting to look at what are those next products. And as we add products to our platform, it's just going to increase the amount of money that everybody has a chance to make, the volume flowing through everybody's group. So we are aggressively looking at the expansion of this company and how to continually take it to the next level. And of course, a crowdfunding campaign just made total sense from every perspective. We can offer ownership to everyone in Powur and to the crowd while simultaneously accelerating how quickly we are bringing all of these things to market. It's just an honest no-brainer. So we entered relationship with WeFunder.com to launch the first equity crowdfunding campaign in the history of direct sales. So nobody's ever done this in direct sales before. Nobody has ever opened it up to give our 1099 entrepreneurs, our partnership field force, the chance to own a piece of the company before. So this is a first. And now, for us to be coming out of the gates as strong as we all are, it's just amazing, guys. I mean, we're really just getting a lot of validation that freaking history is unfolding in our eyes. So non-accredited investors are allowed to invest and own a percentage of the company right now, and you can receive special perks when you do it. So I kind of already talked about why we did it. Time to go next level faster. The rules, so here are the rules. The minimum investment to become an owner in Powur is $500. So, that's as low as we could basically make it, guys. And the limit, the reason why is there's a limit. We're only allowed to accept 500 non-accredited investors. So that's the limit that the SEC has for Regulation CF campaigns. So I don't want to get into all the technicalities here, but the campaign that we filed is called Regulation CF. It means that we can raise up to $1 million, but we cannot raise more than $1 million. If we raise more than $1 million, then we have a lot more onerous reporting requirements. And it's just not something that makes sense for us to do. At the size of the business we are, we should not basically have the reporting requirements as if we are a publicly traded company. So it just didn't make sense. However, in the future, we can file a Regulation A campaign, which does allow you to raise up to $50 million, and you can have as many unaccredited investors as you want. So, we may never go to venture capitalists and all these people. Powur may end up being, owned by the crowd and crowdsourced, no matter what financing strategies we employ to rocket ship our growth into the future. However, I cannot obviously, If you wait for a Regulation A, the price of the stock, in theory, if we come to market, and obviously I can make no claims about any of this, you have to go to WeFunder, read all the disclosures. So I'm not claiming we're going to, grow or this or that. I'm making zero claims. So let's just be 100% clear there. But in theory, if we were to do a Regulation A campaign for a lot more money, usually when that happens, the price of the stock has gone up significantly. So in theory, as long as Powur continues to grow and we all continue to grow our business, this will be the cheapest share price that ever exists. So there's certainly, advantages if the company is to continue to grow to owning stock in Powur today. I hope that is clear. So, of course, becoming a Powur shareholder is completely optional, and I don't want anyone to feel bad. If the $500 is hard right now or whatever it is, I totally understand. I totally get it. All of us are, doing different things, have different commitments in different places financially. So just know that every single day when you're out there, talking to homeowners and building your business, building your cash flow, building your business with Powur, you are making a massive difference. You are moving the needle. You are accelerating the planet to sustainable energy. Do not ever forget that. Don't ever think, oh, because, I couldn't be part of the crowdfunding campaign or whatever, that I didn't do enough. I promise you, you are doing awesome. And this is just another really cool thing that's available for anyone who wants to be a shareholder in Powur and help us accelerate this growth even faster. So you get stock in Powur, you get special incentives. Some of the special incentives, guys, just to go over this real quick for everybody who's not in the room, because this is important. Obviously, the first one is $500. That's the minimum. That's a clean energy innovator, and we're going to send you your own Powur owner pin. So at all of our events or wherever we go, you can rock your "Hey, I'm a Powur owner" pin for the rest of time. At VIP, you get a Powur owner pin. You get one of our new T-shirts that's coming out, Good Energy Only, and some vehicle decals. At the super VIP level, you get a Powur owner pin, T-shirt, decal. We're going to send you 3 10-packs of our new flyers, and you're going to get 1 month free to Powur Pro. So you're going to get a free month of your Powur Pro subscription. At our iconic VIP level, you get all of that. Owner pin, T-shirt, decal, 10-pack of flyers, and you get 6 months free of Powur Pro, or you could choose to have 1 VIP ticket to our next event. You get 1 month in the co-op for free, and you also get a 3-month rank advance from whatever your rank is today. We're going to rank you up 1 more rank from where you are today for 3 months, which is really cool. At the legendary section, you get all of that, except you get a 3-month free subscription in the co-op, and you get a 6-month rank up from wherever you are at today, and you get invited to a private mastermind with the Powur management team and all of our other legendary icons. So we're going to be doing a private 1-day mastermind exclusive for this whole group that you're going to get invited to. And then if you are an accredited investor, you have to be an accredited investor to come in at the founding level, which means that you have a net worth of over $1 million, or you make over $200,000 in annual income and have for the last 3 years. If you are an accredited investor, then you get all of this plus 6 months of Elite Marketing Co-op, 12-month rank up, or a exclusive and the exclusive mastermind with the management team. So you invest on WeFunder.com, you create a profile, you register as an investor, you select the amount that you want to invest. It's going to show you exactly how many shares of the company that you're getting for that investment. You will sign your documents, and you will choose your funding method to send in your money, and you'll send it in. So you go to WeFunder.com/Powur, WeFunder.com/Powur. So that was one of the coolest things that happened over the last week, and it has not even been a week. It's been like 5 days, and we've set a new world record for how much money we've funded in the first 7 days, guys. So I would say that that's a really good sign, and we're getting a lot of interest. I've had VC funds, all sorts of people are starting to watch what we're doing. So it's even cooler than before. Okay, where are we at? All right, guys, I promise I'm going to have us wrapped up in the next 10 minutes. So that's the WeFunder section. Now, the next thing we did, my friends, and I'm actually going to go off screen for this, is we announced the Each One Teach One. This contest is going on, okay? So it started on the last day of the event. And essentially how this contest works, it's so cool. This is the exact behavior that we all want happening throughout our team and teaching ourselves and teaching our team. So for every advisor that you enroll in the next 14 days, you're going to earn a $100 bonus. And when you teach your new advisor to enroll a new advisor in their first 14 days, you're also going to earn a $100 bonus. Your new advisor is going to earn a $100 bonus, and you're going to earn a $100 bonus. So every advisor has 14 days. Any advisor who has signed up after April 23rd has 14 days, their first 14 days, to enroll somebody, and they'll earn $100, and you'll earn $100. You had 14 days starting the 23rd to enroll a new advisor so that you can earn $100. Each one teach one. So again, this is just another way to accelerate momentum coming off the disruption event, and I'm super excited to see all of the awesome activity and just have a blast, guys. I'm going to post this one more time. And the last announcement that I have tonight, and this is super, super, super important, is that we have announced, let me get over here. Oh, goodness. Whoops. Okay. I'm going to have to show you over here because I don't have it in my slide. Boom. Powur Activate Orlando. So we have announced our next regional convention. This is not going to be like a, just a social or anything like that. Like, this is going to be a full-on produced event by Powur, taking place in Orlando, Florida on July 29th. So all of you who are at Disruption, you know the power of our events. You know what happens to people's hearts, to people's minds, to people's souls. You know what happens to our skill level, to our talent level when we gather this incredible community live and we empower ourselves and we teach ourselves and we train ourselves. You come out of these events on fire. And I'm telling you right now that a way to measure the success of your business, especially all of our people in the Florida market, in the Puerto Rico market, in the Atlanta, Georgia market, anyone within driving distance, anyone within flying distance, you measure the success of your business by how many people are in the room at our major events. And I really think, guys, that this is going to be the start of Powur's regional event model, to where, we're not going to have to wait a year to get together and freaking experience what we experienced this weekend, which was just so mind-blowing. We are starting to build the community and build the tribe and activate human beings' potential across the planet in every market we're in, all over the world. So I'm just so pumped up that this is coming to fruition, that this now exists. I believe we are extending the early bird tickets until May 14th. So you have until May 14th to purchase your early bird ticket for $79. After that, tickets go to $99. So you've got till May 14th to purchase your ticket for $79. After that, tickets go to $99. The event starts 8 a.m. and ends 6 p.m. There will be a huge party afterwards. So this is going to be an all-day, rock your world, rock your socks off, take things to the next level activation event in Orlando, Florida. So boom, if you are anywhere within driving distance, flying distance, get your tickets today. Start building commitments. Of course, all of our advisors in Florida,
You know, the name of the game is every single darn person on your team should have their tickets purchased to be at Power Activate Orlando. And guys, we will bring the next regional event to your market based on where we see you kicking butt and taking names. Texas is high on the list. California is high on the list. The Northwest is high on the list. Let's see the rest of the markets. Let's see Carolinas. Let's see New Jersey, New York. Let's see New England. Let's see the middle of the country, Colorado. Let's see that butt kicking start taking place. And rest assured, we will be bringing the power of our events, the power of what we do collectively in that room to your market, to light your city on fire, to light every one of us, all of our people, all of our communities on fire. In closing, ladies and gentlemen, you can get here at poweractivateorlando.com, poweractivateorlando.com. In closing, ladies and gentlemen, I am just so inspired after this weekend. It is time for us to buckle down, to focus, to stake our claim, to go get the real estate that is ours. We are building the foundation of what is unequivocally could be an absolutely game-changing global clean energy company. And this is your chance to truly own a piece of, when I say own a piece, you know, to build a business, your own business, inside of the multi-trillion-dollar transfer to clean energy. So I love you guys so much. Let's go out there and rock the world. Please share this training with all of your team members who were not at activation. We will be posting it shortly. And the game is always on. Boom, 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 boom. Talk to you guys soon.